Good morning, students. Welcome to the second video of chapter Footprints Without Feet, written by H.G. Wells. I had provided you with a summary of how and the way Griffin acted lawlessly. Despite having a brilliant brain, his approach towards life was an inclination with crime. We will start this chapter paragraph wise this time and try to provide you with an explanation. Two boys suddenly, now the first paragraph. The explanation of the first paragraph is two boys suddenly noticed a few muddy imprints of bare feet. They started wondering that what was a barefoot man doing on the steps of a house in the middle of London. They also started thinking that where was the man, as he was nowhere to be seen. They suddenly saw another footmark. The man was still not visible. They started following the footprints. They followed them until the footprints became invisible. They had been following a scientist who had discovered how to make the human body transparent or invisible. Now this is the basic part. The two children got curious just because they could see footprints being produced on the ground, but they couldn't see the person whose feet were producing the footprints. So they were curious enough to chase him. But afterwards, the footprints became invisible and the invisible man was about to get away. He was a scientist. And what had the scientist done? He had discovered a way to make human body transparent, so invisible. Now let's discuss about Griffin. The name of the scientist was Griffin. It was Griffin, the scientist who had been working for a long time to see how to make human body invisible. Suddenly one day, he consumed certain drugs which made his body invisible, though it could be felt. So only the body was transparent, all the body existed over there. Griffin was a lawless person, as he had once burned down the house of his landlord, who was trying to throw him out of the house. And then, as he wanted to be invisible, he had to remove his clothes and then roam around without clothes and without money. You see, the extreme level of lawlessness that was shown by Griffin is that he burned down, he had a dispute with his landlord, and instead of going to a court or settling things amicably, he rather chose to burn down the house. Such kind of a odd temper the man had, and his inclination towards crime was also immense. But now, as a consequence, he had to, because he was a criminal, had he been sitting in his house, even though invisible, he would have been arrested, so he had to roam around the street. And so that people couldn't find him, he had to be naked as well. And since he was naked, he couldn't carry any money with him. So that was his after effects of his anger. His presence was felt after he stepped in some mud, and his footprints could be seen as he walked. He easily escaped the boys who had followed him, but he had many more adventures coming up. He had chosen a bad time to wander in London, as it was winter season going on and the air was bitterly cold. He decided to step inside a store for warmth and food. Right. Now he had chosen he escaped the boys couldn't see him, so after a while, whatever moisture he had in his feet got dried, so his footprints stopped appearing on the ground, so the children couldn't chase him further. But he had other problem. He had chosen to burn down his landlord's house, the house where he stayed. Now he was wandering on the street naked, and it was winter season in London, and he was feeling bitterly cold, roaming around naked. I told you, only the body had become invisible. but the body could be felt, and all the other sensations attached with the human body still existed. So he had to warm himself. So he decided to step inside a London store for food and warmth. As he went inside the store and closing time arrived, door of the store was shut and nobody was inside. He got food to eat and wore new clothes without paying for. He became visible again as he wore shoes, overcoat and a hat, and then found cold meat and coffee in the kitchen and ate them. After that, he also had sweets and wine from the grocery store. Then he slept on the pile of quilts kept nearby and could not wake up on time. This is how he not only gave himself warmth but also fed himself. But there was a drawback to that. He couldn't wake up on time. So obviously when he couldn't wake up on time means should have woken up before the store opening time to avoid being caught, but he forgot that. In the luxury of in the company of those luxurious quilts, he slept. Next morning, when the assistants came and started approaching him, he became nervous and started running away. Then the assistants started chasing him as well. He escaped only because he quickly removed his clothes. Again, he was invisible and naked without any money in the chill air of January. You see, that's the side effect of it. He could have been proclaimed as a genius, the world could have hailed him, but because of his lawlessness and his attitude towards life, he was the one who was, despite being a genius, was suffering. When the assistants came in the shop and found a man dressed and lying in quilts, they chased him. So it was easy for him to escape. He threw away his clothes, became invisible again, and was able to run away. But the problem that haunted him the previous day was there for him that very day as well. He was again invisible, naked, and without any money. And that too was chilling January. This time he decided to try the clothing of the theatrical world, as he knew that he would surely find something there to cover his face with. He quickly reached Drury Lane, the center of theatrical world. As he was shivering with cold, he found a shop according to his needs and entered it. He came out wearing bandages around his forehead, false nose, side whiskers, and a hat. Now he was tired of being invisible, because being invisible meant suffering in the cold. He needed something to cover himself up, but he had to produce a face. Because without a face, a man walking would draw attention of people. So he decided to rob a theatrical company. So he covered his face with bandages so that the structure of face would be there, but nobody would be able to see his face. Then he could now cover his body with clothes, and he took false nose and side whiskers and also a hat to cover the hollow head. Then, as he did not have any money, he attacked a shopkeeper and robbed him of all his money. Then he felt that London was too crowded and decided to go to a small village nearby, Iping. He took a train and booked 2 rooms in a local inn. The event of a stranger coming and staying at the inn in the winter night was not a normal thing to happen in Iping, and everybody started talking about it, also because Griffin looked very strange. Now he thought London was too crowded for safety for him, so he must hide himself in a small town, a village. So he decided to move to Iping, but that was not a good idea. When he moved to Iping, people were suspicious about his behavior. He looked strange, and not many people visited a village during the winter. They have no work over there in the village. So it was surprising. His visit was surprising for the locals. The landlord of the inn where Griffin stayed, Mrs. Hall, made a lot of efforts to be friendly with Griffin, but he did not want to talk. He clearly told her that his reason for coming to Iping was for peace and quietness, and he did not wish to be disturbed in his work. Also, he told her that an accident had affected his face, due to which he had to cover it. You see the village people how he justified the face being covered with bandages all the time. He didn't like the company of people very much, so he refused to be friendly with Mrs. Hall and asked her not to disturb her. The landlord's wife, Mrs. Hall, accepted that her new guest was a strange scientist and was ready to excuse his temper and habits as he had paid her in advance. Then the time came when his money was over and he had no ready cash available for further payment at the inn. He had to pretend that he was waiting for the check which should arrive at any moment. Then something really strange happened. What strange happened, we'll find out in the third and final video. Till then, all of you, take care, stay safe, and study hard.